Hello and good evening. Doubt anyone is up this late. Most reasonable people are in bed at this. I have not been able to sleep lately, so I thought I would just share the last few minutes of this game that I've been playing using season ticket football. So I'm doing a 99 Titans replay, and the Titans have gone to New Orleans, and New Orleans was pretty bad that year. They were 3-13. Titans went to the Super Bowl, lost by a yard to the greatest show on turf, Kurt Warner's St. Louis Rams, 99 Rams. Um, so Titans, yeah, we're 13-3. They pretty much dominated this game. You can see that they're up 27-7. Just a little bit left to play. I'm only tracking minimal stats. I'm tracking my favorite guys and trying to see if I can see what's going on here to make sure. I have to check that out later, but there we go. Just making sure that the picture I made a video a few minutes ago and about 10 or 15 minutes and realized I wasn't sharing screen at all. I thought I was sharing screen the whole time and wasn't sharing the screen. So still making rookie mistakes, but that's the way it goes. So a couple things about this little digital playmat. I've learned that having the field, I struggle with the football games in general. Having the field has been a game changer because I try to keep a log and getting the yards right just wasn't fun for me. I mean, I enjoyed it, but I kept having to figure out like when to cross the 50, and I tried to go from 0 to 100 and 100 to 0, and that didn't help either. So I decided to just find a basic mat and use that. And then after doing that, I added more and more and more to it. So this is just pieces from around the internet. This is the matchup football solitaire play chart, and that's free, available online. So it's okay to show it. But kind of started this with matchup college football, which I enjoyed, and have the cards coming in for that. Can't wait for those to get here. Because I've been playing with dice and that's fun, but I know it's a lot better with the fast action cards. But here's my mat. Just a quick tour kind of around it. Here's my kickoff chart, and I have a 34-inch monitor, so it doesn't come across very well on screen, but it looks good to me while I'm playing it. This is a little more busy than I want it to be. It's got a little too much stuff. I'm going to reduce it a little bit, but for now, this is what I have. So I have my kickoff chart here. I have these sliders that I created to kind of help me know where I'm at. So I'm playing in the 99 season. So I have this one over here to remind me of what the modifier is, which there isn't a modifier. I have this here to remind me of where the touchback, while the ball is placed on a touchback. And then this is, as I roll to keep me in line. This is a field goal indicator. This is just a little icon that has a quick link to the team card. So Clay said he didn't mind me showing off a team or two. I figured these are two teams that a lot of people wouldn't be pirating. Um, so I doctored it up a little bit with the logos. I enjoyed that. And here's some sliders that I was using. I played this digitally a little bit in the beginning tonight, but really I just ended up going with my cards that I printed off, and I have this here, and I have my dice here, and then I'm using this monitor as the playmat, and it's working pretty well. Um, but yeah, you can see this New Orleans team was pretty bad, and the Titans were pretty good. So it's been a pretty one-sided affair. And I have these linked back to take me back to my playmat. I have this chart from St. Patrick's game, and he gives credit down here as well, um, to help me know when to go for it on fourth down. Also have this chart down here that shows the hurry up offense rules when I'm using that, and game clock rules. if I need to reference that. I put the overshooting the end zone rule here because that confused me at first, but after playing a few times, it basically, if you throw it out of the back of the end zone with a medium or long pass, then it's an incomplete pass. Don't know why that was so confusing to me at first, but it was. And on the main mat, I have my punt chart, the let it roll chart, and the punt return chart, the breakaway chart. Here's a link to the Titans Pro Football Reference page, so I can look up before I play a game the real life, who played and who didn't played. McNair didn't play in this game, so I'm only tracking, McNair and Curse's sacks and Wycheck's touchdowns and Eddie George's touchdowns. I wish I would have tracked his rushing, but I didn't. This is the advanced rules, and it's come in handy. When I roll a 20 on a rushing play, I can come here and highlight, and it kind of shows me, go to the rushing column, re-roll the D20, and get your result right there. Um, so this will link me back to the score sheet. And here's the game clock. You can see it's in the fourth down. Each team has all their timeouts left. We're at 4 minutes and 35 seconds left. And Cincinnati just got the ball. Here's the one roll chart that I've been using, and actually I do really like this. Um, Highly recommend it. You can see that it's kind of in beta right now. Clay's still working on it. Um, but I do really, really like it. But tonight I thought I would try something else, and I've been using the play cards just to see if I could get a smooth way to do this with my digital play mat. And I kind of like this. I'll show you a couple plays here in a minute on a drive. So this area right here is not being used right now. And I did just go ahead and hyperlink it here. That way, sometimes I need to reference pretty quickly back and forth. So that lets me do that. I think most of the time I'm going to end up using this one roll chart, but I do like, and here's the little icon over here to take me to the plays. One of my favorite thing, or one of my favorite things about season ticket football is this pass through mechanic. So you can see if I'm running an inside run, and I didn't explain this in my last video very well. I got a better grasp today. I was saying that it would be set up to where you would never be like in a bad defense. That's not true. But what I was trying to say is, so if I roll on an inside run at 20 to 29 on an inside run, and I'm playing a deep zone, it's going to send me to 20 to 29 on the deep zone card, which is all related to the run. That's the kind of genius part. So even though it's referencing me to a defensive card that's not really built for the inside run, it's like the card knows that the inside run is referencing me to a section that's going to test defensive linemen or linebackers or those outside linebackers or maybe even a corner to come up and see if they can stop or support the run. So it's really just kind of a very cool mechanic. So I got this little defensive man to put on whichever defensive card is selected, and then I've got the little football to put on the offensive card that is selected. So I'll show that off a little bit. So let's run a couple plays here with Cincinnati. And according to, I keep saying Cincinnati because I was using them in a different game. It's actually New Orleans. They're behind, so they get a +1 modifier. So I have this little indicator over here in case it is a third down or fourth down to remind me of what to do. But it is, and then I also have the solo play rules here to remind myself. I had to refresh myself when I came first went to this tonight on how to call the plays. without the one row chart, the original way. So that's what that is there for. So let me roll one of these. So I wrote a three. I combined the red one and the white two, which is a three. But because it's plus one, because they're down, um, that's going to be a four, which is still an inside run. So I'm going to put the football here on the inside run. And then on the blue die, I wrote a nine, but they get the same plus one modifier. So they're going to be in this nine, they're going to be in a pass blitz. So we've got this inside run versus a pass blitz. So when I rolled a 25 and it already came up. So I've got this 25 on the inside run. It passes me through to the defensive play card. So I'm going to the 25 on the defensive play card, and it's looking at the defensive lineman number two. It's checking out his tackle rating. So I wrote a blue three. So it's defensive lineman number two. Is his tackle rating at least a three? And it is. So that means it gets the less of these two here. The blue die is less than the rating, or the rating beats the blue die, however you want to say it, and it's only a 1 yard gain. So 1 yard makes that second down, 5 seconds for the play, and then 30 in between plays. Could do hurry up, and it's only in hurry up offense, it's only 20 seconds in between plays, so we'll do that as well. So give myself 10 seconds back. Give New Orleans 10 seconds back because they're going to be in hurry up, even though they're down quite a bit. They're going to try to punch it through. So it's second down and 9. So let's see what we get on the chart. I rolled an 8, and we're going to add 1 to it. So it's going to put them in a short pass. Move my little football. And then the blue die is a 1, so we're going to add 1 to it. So rush contain. So we got short pass versus rush contain. And the roll is a 35. So looking at our quarterback accuracy, I wrote a 1 on the blue die. So is Billy Joe Tolliver at least a 1? And he is only a 1. So that's pretty bad, but he got it. So instead of an incomplete pass, it would have been incomplete. But because his rating beats the blue die, or at least meets the blue die, then he gets a 6-yard pass. So it's a gain of 6. So that's going to make it third down and 1, 2, 3, 4 to go. Should be 5 actually. Third down and 5. So now that's where this bonus is going to come in right here. Instead of the +1, we're going to do the +3 because it's third down. So the roll was a 5. So we're going to make this an 8. So they're going with the screen pass versus a blue 2, add 3 to it. So that makes it a 5, a bump and run, which is a great defense against a screen pass. So that's definitely going to favor the Titans, and they're the better team. So this could be a good result, but we'll see what the dice say. 53. And we get to use the defensive card. So it passes it over to the defensive card, and we're going to be looking at this linebacker here, see how he might be able to intercept. So it's a screen pass. These cards just really work in synergy well together. So this card knows that they're trying to run a screen pass, so that linebacker jumps the pass and is trying to intercept that pass because he read the screen. He wasn't fooled by the screen. So is his interception at least a 0? So as long as he doesn't have a dash, linebacker 3, his interception rating, because I wrote a 0 on the blue die, so linebacker 3 for the Titans. his interception rating is a 4. So Joe Bowden, he comes away and he makes the interception 8 yards down the field. 1, 2, 7, 8. And now we're going to roll for the interception return. Which is the blue, white, and red die. And I rolled a 45. So a 45 is a breakaway. And we said that was Joe Bowden. His speed is a 4. So I get the red, white, and blue plus 4. And that's going to be a 13, 15 plus 4. It's a 19-yard return. So 1, 2, 12, 17, 18, 19. So he takes it all the way down to the 23-yard line, and the Titans are going to pick up right there, and only 5 seconds come off because that's a change of possession. So Titans got the ball 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and you can see why they're kind of dominating this game. So that is a little bit of season ticket football. My current obsession, enjoying it, really liking it, and I appreciate you guys watching it. My video, as I'm trying to do some videos to give back to the community a little bit. So couldn't sleep, thought I would do this. Have a good night, guys. I'm going to finish this up and get to bed. Good night.